Good morning, I'm Ecuardini, and I'm here to deliver information about a paper titled A Survey on Computational Propaganda Detection by Giovanni de San Martino, Stefano Cresci, Alberto Baron, Sedero, Sangacchio, Roberto Di Perto, and Praslov Nakov. This paper starts by explaining how we, in recent years, facing the reality of how websites, especially social media, becoming our new medium to express our opinion, our thoughts, our ideas, even our ideology. It somehow elevates our freedom of speech and expressions that can reach out a larger audiences and millions of users around the world that can also being set up to precisely based on their geographic, demographic, physiological, psychological, and also political profiling. This also comes with several consequences, including manipulation. For example, in 2016, there was unprecedented scale about U.S. presidential campaign. Or in 2020, when we're facing COVID-19, there was several news that are not reliable. It is not something new. It is an old phenomenon that has already been circulating for several years, including one that has propaganda techniques. That is why this paper aimed to discuss the computational propaganda or propaganda that created by technical means, because we know that propaganda usually monopoly by a state actors, a group of people, and also individual. This paper also provided the explanation of propaganda. It is an expression of opinion or action by an individual or a group of people that deliberately design using rhetorical and psychological technique to influence people or other people to predetermine the ends. However, we have to take some notes that propaganda is different to disinformation and fake news, as their information management is different, and also the goals of those are different. Even though propaganda usually also contain lies and also fake stories. For example, satire and clickbaiting is not considered as a propaganda because they have no objection to influence people to certain ideas or certain opinion or ideology. The method of this paper is analyzing already in existed data and compare two different computational propaganda detection. They are text analysis perspective and network analysis perspective. The first one is text analysis perspective is an approaches to determine or identify the use of propaganda techniques in the text, including the production of annotated data sets and characteristics of the entire document. This using two different types of tasks. The first one is binary classification, and the second one is multi-level, multi-class classification and span detection tasks that can identify specific fragment of propaganda technique as well as the type of technique itself. Then in the end, this approaches classify the text into four different categories. The first one is propaganda, and then trusted, hoax, and then satire. The second one is propaganda, and the second one is network analysis perspective. This approaches is used to identify the propaganda techniques and also the intention behind it. In the early age of these approaches, it is used to investigate individual account that has been suspected as malicious account or both by using detector machine as such as bottometer. However, the improvement of technology in digital era and the modern era has also made those bots or those malicious account are also evolved. Luckily, the detector machine also elevates its capability to identify propaganda techniques. This approach works by identifying a similar behavior, any similar behavior, then, and mark them as a red flag or an authentic behavior. Despite those amazing approaches, it is lack of capability in explaining why those are categorized as propaganda techniques, especially when it comes to any term besides text, for example, picture, such as political meme. That is why the writers of this paper concluded that it is really recommended to combine those approaches or even go beyond in blending natural language process network analysis or machine learning, as it needs to get highly trusted computational propaganda detection. That's all from me, and that's all about this paper. Thank you so much.